Lynn Turner was a former sheriff's dispatcher and a mother of two living in Cobb County, Georgia. By all outward appearances, she lived a fairly average suburban life, but behind her friendly smile was a woman capable of chilling deception. Her case would eventually shock investigators as they uncovered not one, but two suspicious deaths linked to her. In March 1995, Lynn's husband, 31-year-old Glenn Turner, a police officer, suddenly fell ill. He had flu-like symptoms that worsened rapidly over 2 days. He was found dead in the home he shared with Lynn. Doctors initially listed his cause of death as a heart condition, and Lynn collected over $150,000 in life insurance. Just weeks later, Lynn moved in with Randy Thompson, a firefighter from Forsyth County. The relationship blossomed quickly, and within a few years they had a child together. Randy, like Glenn, was young, healthy, and physically fit. Then in 2001, history repeated itself. Randy began experiencing intense nausea, dizziness, and fatigue. He went to the hospital multiple times, but doctors couldn't determine the cause. Eventually, he was found dead in bed, just like Glenn. He was only 32. Again, Lynn collected a life insurance payout and told friends he had likely died from an undiagnosed illness. But Randy's family wasn't satisfied with that explanation. They pressed for answers, and a more thorough autopsy was conducted. This time, toxicology tests revealed the presence of ethylene glycol, a key ingredient in antifreeze. Investigators went back to look at Glenn's case and had his body exhumed. Shockingly, traces of the same chemical were found in his system. Authorities now had a pattern and a motive. Both men had fallen ill in similar ways. Both had been in romantic relationships with Lynn Turner, and both had significant life insurance policies from which she benefited. Lynn was arrested in 2002. Her trial for the murder of Glenn Turner began in 2004. Prosecutors described how she had slipped small amounts of antifreeze into Glenn's drinks, causing kidney failure and a slow, painful death. The prosecution's medical experts testified that Lynn had used the same method to poison Randy 6 years later. In court, Lynn showed no emotion. She denied everything and claimed she had no reason to harm either man. But the circumstantial evidence was overwhelming. She had researched poison on her computer. Friends testified that she had joked about the ease of using antifreeze to kill someone. The jury deliberated for just 4 hours before finding her guilty of Glenn's murder. She was sentenced to life in prison without parole. In 2007, she was convicted again, this time for Randy's murder. A second life sentence was added. But Lynn Turner would never serve out her full term. In August 2010, she was found dead in her prison cell. The cause of death was ruled suicide by overdose. She had hoarded prescription pills and taken them all at once. Her death brought a quiet end to one of Georgia's most shocking serial poisoner cases. Lynn Turner had carefully constructed a life based on control, lies, and calculated murder. She had managed to deceive doctors, friends, and even law enforcement for years, but in the end, justice caught up with her.